Hi, welcome along to the Mondo Goals Footy Forfeit Battle Challenge. And we're here for another week. This is the competition where I take on the Redmen TV from Liverpool and also the Ball Street channel where we put together our fantasy football team. And first of all, before I start, I got a message in the comments that our friend Lawrence over there at Ball Street has been taking the piss out of me in certain of his videos. Don't worry. I'll tell you what, I've got something lined up for him. If I was him, I'd pray to God that they don't come bottom of this month's battle, because if he does, we'll wipe that smile off of his face. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry about that. I've got something up my sleeve, trust me. Anyway, listen, let's get into the teams. This week, I'm not able to choose any of the Arsenal or Chelsea players from that match because that's the early kickoff. So we're only able to choose from the 3 o'clock matches onwards, which has got me a bit, peed off because I really wanted to have a load of Arsenal players in there. I definitely wanted Petr Cech in there because I just got a feeling he's going to keep a clean sheet and rub it in on Mourinho there at Stamford Bridge on Saturday. But anyway, I can't put no Arsenal players in it. So I thought I'd kind of go a bit against the grain this week. In goal, for only £4 million, Tim Krul from Newcastle. Now, I know you're all saying, you crazy. Tim Krul, the way Newcastle have been playing, they're at the bottom of the league, the way they've been performing, but I just got a feeling that they're going to do all right against Watford this week. They need to. They have to win that game. So I've got a good feeling about that one. Got a back three of Vincent Kompany. He's been very reliable. They haven't conceded any goals, City. So Kompany, Skirtle, 7.1 million. Not sure why he's so expensive because Liverpool have been absolute terrible, their defence recently. But I feel that their defence will be all right. They've got Norwich. Just got a feeling that they'll get a result in that game. And I've also gone for Culaccini at only 6 million from Newcastle as well. So pretty cheap at the back. I'm relying on these guys having a good game. However, in the midfield now, this is where I've spent a load of my cash. Riyad Mahrez, who I was going to pick in my team last week, and for some reason, at the last minute, I changed my mind and he put in a man of the match performance, 10.6 million. Brilliant player. I'll tell you what, there was a lot of talk about him going to Arsenal, possibly in the summer, and he would have been a good signing. He looks some player. Yaya Toure at 13.1 million. Philip Coutinho, who's back at 11 million. And Juan Mata, 12.2 million. That is my midfield. A pretty good midfield. A midfield that will score goals as well. And then up front, I've gone Batafimpi Gomes, 11.7 million. Jermaine Defoe, 8.2 million. And Christian Benteke for 7.9 million. That is my team for this week. Not a vintage team because I ain't got no Arsenal players in it. That's why it's not a vintage team. But a good enough team, I think, to win this week's Mondo Goals. Let's check out what these guys have been doing. First of all, we'll start with our friends up there in Liverpool, Redmen TV. What is their team? They've gone Joe Hart in goal. All right, good choice. Listen, they haven't conceded a goal yet, have they? So it'd be a good choice. But this just could be the week when they concede. They're up against West Ham, Payet and those guys. I don't know. I think could be a surprise in that game. So Joe Hart, they got in goal. They got a Kompany like me. Proddle from Watford and Joe Ward from Crystal Palace. They're being pretty creative at the back there. Midfield, they've got Mahrez like me, Sinclair, Yaya Toure like me, and Ross Barkley. And up front, they've gone Raheem Sterling, Naismith, and Batafimbi Gomes. No Liverpool players in the team again. What is up? You know what I noticed about these guys? They've got no faith in their own team. They've got Everton players in there. When have you ever seen me have any Tottenham players in my team? I'll do 100 forfeits. No Tottenham player is getting in my team. They've got 2 Everton players. That's why I know the rivalry between Everton and Liverpool is nothing like the rivalry between Arsenal and Spurs. I mean, I couldn't talk to my fans if I put Spurs players in my fantasy team, but they've got Everton players in it. No Liverpool players. A lot of faith they've got in Brendan Rodgers, isn't it? Right, let's see what Mr. Ball Street, Mr. 007 has got in his team. Right, Millionaire in goal. He's got Liverpool, but he's a Liverpool fan, by the way, as well, actually. Millionaire's got in goal. Not a bad shout, I don't think. Darmian at the back, 9 million. Darmian has been playing really, really well, but they're up against Southampton. That's going to be a tough game. He's going to have Mane up against him. Mane is some player, so that is a risky move there. Nathaniel Klein and Vincent Kompany. In the midfield, Andrew Ayew, good shout. He's been playing really well. Coutinho, Mahrez, just like me, so that's 2 players that I picked, and Kabaye. And up front, Batafimbi Gomez, who I chose, Callum Wilson from Bournemouth, and Christian Benteke. So they got what? They got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 players that I've chosen as well. I wonder if them interns have been looking at what I've been doing and then just sort of trying to pass the information on. I mean, he's got, as I said, I call him 007. He's got a little network of spies and interns and blah, blah, blah. But that's his team. That's not a bad team, to be fair. So I'll give him that. Just to say the results from last week, Redmond TV won last week. I don't know how. I come second, Arsenal Fan TV, and bottom, with all his interns, with all his brain power, with all his superior knowledge, bottom was Ball Street. And if that stays the same when we get to these forfeits, trust me, I'll wipe the smile off his face. So those are the teams. Make sure you get your team in for the footy battle. Of course, you can enter the paid league as well. Really, really easy to do. If you want all the information, it's all in the links below. But listen, 2 things. Let's get a big victory for Arsenal against Chelsea this weekend, and let's win this league. I want to be in charge of the forfeits this coming end of the month. Won 2 FA Cups back-to-back recently. It's starting to reverse it a bit. What do you think of that?
What on earth's the FA Cup, really?
When you was back in the day, that would have been a massive for you.
No, that was then, but this is now. Okay, we got 2 of them. Enough all right already. I want that League Cup. How about you?